Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Tuesday morning, the 6th of May. In this video, we're going to talk about the desperate search that has been going on since around 10 a.m. on Friday. So we're now into day 4 or day 5, depending on how you count it. All day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today will be day 5 if you're counting Friday. 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan went missing from their home on Gairloch Road, which is in the middle of absolutely nowhere in Nova Scotia, Canada. But specifically, they live in this area here between Lansdowne Road and Lansdowne Station Road. So it's this area where the search is focused. And the search has been extensive. RCMP have thrown everything at this, honestly. Everything. Now, there has been talk that search dogs very early on did get their scent, but it stopped at the road. So they followed the scent down the driveway and it stopped at the road, which fuels the parents' view that Lilly and Jack have been abducted. However, law enforcement have said that there's no sign of an abduction, and their working theory is that Lilly and Jack walked away and are in the woods somewhere. But I'm going to read from, this is the latest report I can find from CNN. Desperate search for 2 children missing in a rural part of Canada's Nova Scotia province has stretched into its 4th day, with dozens of rescuers combing dense woods in search of the siblings. And searchers have said that there's ticks, there's bugs, they're getting bitten, the dogs are getting bitten. Just really difficult, very hard to search. Dense woodland, difficult for a helicopter overhead to see what's going on. Drones have somewhat of a better visibility because they're more manoeuvrable, but they've thrown everything at this, they really have. So 6-year-old Lilly and her brother Jack were seen Friday morning at their home in Pictou County, about 70 miles from province's capital city Halifax, according to the RCMP. Police said on Saturday they believe the pair wandered away. In the days, more than 100, it's close to 200 I think, as well as helicopters, drones and dogs, have been scouring the heavy wooded area near their home for any clues of the siblings' whereabouts. It's been a few days, but that has not dampened the hopes of the search teams and the police who are here trying to get the kids home, Corporal Corley McCann, a spokesperson for the RCMP, told at CSN on Monday, at CBS. Search continued overnight Monday, so I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. It will still be overnight in Nova Scotia. So the search is ongoing. They're out there all night. You know, the heat-seeking technology is useful at night. And it started to rain, so it's just so difficult. And those 2 little kids out there, you know, in the rain, it's cold at night, just horrible, horrible. Police said searchers spotted a footprint on Saturday and have expanded their search effort in that area. So yeah, there was a footprint found, a child's footprint. So they have reason to believe that Jack and Lilly are out there, given that surely there's not many kids who go wandering about in those woods because they're so dense, and it's just very rural, very few people live there. The children's mother, who I'm going to play an interview from, Malia Brooks-Murray, told CSN affiliate CTV that she woke up Friday morning and heard the kids playing in the next room before drifting back to sleep. Now, the reason why there's not much of a description of Lilly and Jack is because no one actually saw them on Friday morning. You know, it's kind of said in the press, oh, they were last seen Friday morning, but they weren't. The mother and the stepdad were in the bedroom with the baby. They have a new baby, and they drifted back to sleep. They heard them playing, but then drifted back to sleep. So they believe that Lilly and Jack went out of the back where there's sliding doors, which they can't hear. Why was that unlocked if it's easy to get out of? Look, I'm reserving judgment on the parental responsibility here. I don't want to throw aspersions where I don't know, but I'm not happy with this, really, honestly. Not that I'm thinking anybody did anything to them, but anyway. When she woke up, she noticed they were gone and she called 911. Brooks-Murray told CTV Jack and Lilly are not the type of kids to go outside alone. We always make sure we're out there with them, watching them, and you'll hear this in her own words. in a second. The children are members of the, sorry if I butcher this name, Sipekni-Katik First Nation, according to Chief Michelle Glasgow. Please help bring Lily and Jack home, she said on social media. Daniel Martel, who we're also going to hear from, told CBC, Lily and Jack are awesome kids. Jack just absolutely loves bugs and dinosaurs. Lily loves girly things, but she also loves to do everything with Jack. They're like best friends, not just mother and sister. Martel said he's pushing for police to monitor the borders and airports to search for the children. The RCMP are not currently treating the case as a possible kidnapping, and there's no Amber Alert. So all the family want an Amber Alert, but they won't because there's no sign of a crime. There's no sign of abduction, which I think is a mistake. I really do. The RCMP said search and rescue volunteers and officers have meticulously searched the area around Jack and Lily's home and asked the public to avoid the search area. There's a lot of search teams out there from far and wide. Searchers are diligently keeping track of which specific sections of the ground have been covered and are applying their specialist skills to allow the searchers on scene to stay safe. Okay, I'm going to play Stepdad, this is Daniel, first, and then I'm going to play the mother's interview.
We covered everywhere possible. Even in the first day we did. Even with me running through the woods, I was ahead of the helicopters and ahead of the drones and stuff like that. Screaming as loud as I can, until my throat hurt. Running through water that was up to my waist. And as soon as I got back, I wasn't allowed back in the woods until a man dressed in a military outfit said I could go back into the woods.
4 days into the search for his missing stepkids, Lilly and Jack Sullivan, Daniel Martel is pleading with the public to keep their eyes peeled. But he has begun to lose hope they are anywhere in the vicinity.
They hate being wet and cold, so they immediately would have came right back into the house. The only two prints are right beside the house facing the road, and then that's it.
Martel wants the search to be extended to include provincial borders in case the children were abducted, a reality, he says, is becoming more and more likely.
Post any officers they can get at the New Brunswick border, PI border, and get them at every airport possible.
Martel confirmed that when the two children went missing from the home behind me, Lily was wearing a pink shirt and pink rain boots. She was also carrying a white backpack with strawberries on it. Martel says although he didn't see Jack that morning, he is believed to be wearing a brown shirt, brown pants with a pull-up diaper on underneath, and blue rain boots with dinosaurs on them. He also refuted the claim that the two children are nonverbal, saying while they are on the autism spectrum, they are quite trusting and say hi to everyone. According to Martel, his side of the family are currently the only ones at ground zero after Lily and Jack's mother left the county Saturday. But still, he remains, begging anyone with answers to come forward and bring his children home safe.
Anybody who has any information or you think you've seen something or hear something or any messages from friends about hearing something, just contact your local police services. Anything, guys. Anything.
Ella MacDonald, Global News, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, so the children's mother has left the area. Now, there is a Facebook group, and we're going to briefly look at this in a second after I've played Malia's interview. And there's a lot of speculation, as there always is with these situations, but the mother's family have gone like radio silent. She's left the area with the baby. She's left Daniel there. Daniel's helping with the search. The mother's nowhere. Now, look, she might be too upset. She might be just out of her mind that two of her kids have gone and she's maybe gone away where it's quiet. There's a lot of people blaming her. Again, I'm reserving judgment, but check out the Facebook group. I'm going to read some posts from this. It's a public group, so I'm not reading private messages or anything like that. But we'll look at that after I play Malia's interview. This is from the weekend.
I'm just staying as hopeful as possible. I want them home. I want to hold them. And I want them home. What happened was we woke up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us, and I was drifting in and out of sleep, and they're not the type of kids that we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them, and they happen to just get out that sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time. And the next thing we knew, it was quiet. And we get up, and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, "Do you hear the kids?" And he says no, and we get up instantly. We're looking outside, we're looking everywhere, yelling for them, and I instantly just call 911. I just had the instinct I needed to call. They're both really go-lucky children. They're so sweet. They talk to anyone. They'll talk your ear off. They will speak to anyone in a store. Everyone. They're just extremely sweet kids. I appreciate the huge search effort going on right now. But we've been pushing for an Amber Alert, which hasn't been issued. Not just that they could possibly be abducted, which it is a possibility that they could have been, but just an alert to let everyone know that they are missing. We had people text me saying that they weren't aware someone else let them know that they were missing, and it would just be nice if everyone could be alerted. We thought maybe that we found tracks, but it's still uncertain. It's been raining and they're probably soaking wet, but with the sun today, I'm hopeful that they are feeling warm. We're all filled with pain and sorrow because we just want them found. We want them home. Everyone loves them. They are definitely verbal, and they do have possible autism, but it's not extreme autism. It's just they have issues with school, and they don't catch up with the other kids. I just want to remain hopeful. But there's always, in a mother's mind, you're always thinking the worst. Last night was one of the worst nights because I didn't have them in their beds. And I don't want to go through that another night without them.
Okay, now a lot of people are criticising her. Belinda Gray, who is the paternal grandmother, I think, due to the ongoing search for my grandchildren and all the bull out there during this devastating time, my account will be private. So, someone on the Facebook group says, bull! Online speculation severely helps situations like this, in my opinion. So many different eyes and opinions. Well, not necessarily. It goes too far sometimes. I think that's the issue. Speculation's fine, theorising's fine. Blaming without evidence is not fine. People who are saying that the kids were murdered earlier in the week and this is all a setup and all this. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. If you hear my phone going off in the background, it's Amazon. I'm due a delivery. Doesn't make sense. Why just these two? Don't they have like 5 kids between them? Why only get rid of 2? You see, this is the problem. This is the issue. We start thinking there's murder going on. Now, Daniel's got 2 kids biologically, and then they have a child, a new baby between them. So he's got 3 kids. They've both got 3 kids, but one is shared. To be clear, all 3 of the stepdad's biological children are alive, not missing, including the one he has with the mother of Jack and Lily. Exactly, so why only get rid of 2 and leave the others alive? Because those 2 are not his. Look, he's been helping with the search. There's no evidence that he did anything. Is it possible? Yes, of course it is. The kids were off school for a few days previous, but let's not blame unnecessarily. Let's not do that. So this is to do with the footprints. The footprints, I think, were found quite close to home. Just got a text from a person on scene of the children's search. Police officer has located a very distinctive set of youth footprints on the natural gas pipeline. Let's hope these tracks don't fade out and can be followed. Is this true? It is true, but I can't see the children making it that far when the search was started a couple of hours missing. Any help searching would be great. Plainclothes major crime officer spoke with him. An hour later, another officer arrived to show him photos of items, including a pink blanket found in the woods. None belonged to the children. While RCMP say the missing children's case remains a search, Mr. Martel said he's convinced it's turning into a criminal investigation. The search and rescue can only do so much, and they're not coming up with any evidence. So that's about putting officers at the border. The kids were last seen on Monday. They've been home from school. Has this been confirmed? So this is why people are saying that they could have been gone a few days. So Belinda Gray says the kids were last seen Thursday night when they went to bed. They were heard playing in their room around 8:30 Friday morning. Mom and stepdad fell back to sleep and woke up to silence. They couldn't find the kids and called 911 around 9:40. Search dogs couldn't find a scent past the driveway. So they could have been gone an hour more before parents realised. Lily last seen Monday when she was at school. A volunteer from her school said she and Lily talked about tomatoes. We've not seen any information last seen confirmed for Jack, apart from parent, step-parent. As the grandmother, she said she isn't sure if anyone saw them since Wednesday, and she was going there today to get to the bottom of it, which is weird to me. Okay. But a dog did get a scent of them going down the driveway. Now, scent's very close to home where kids play out. You expect to get scent. This is the problem. But if they can't get a direction of travel from the property, is it because they went out onto the road and dogs lose scent when we change from a natural to an artificial surface? And if they've been gone a few hours, that could be possibly why. Not necessarily that they were picked up on the road, although anything's possible. But if they've walked down the road, that could be potentially why the dogs have lost the scent. But those woods, if they've gone into those woods, they are dense, really dense. So this is from Daniel. As soon as I noticed that I didn't hear anything, I immediately jumped out of bed. I searched the bedrooms, looked in the backyard because they go looking for bugs and grass to feed the chickens. And when I noticed they weren't there, I jumped in my vehicle, surveyed every dirt road and culvert I could find. They went to the backsliding door and it's virtually silent when you try to open it. Both children were home from school because Lily had a cough. We only found 2 boot tracks outside the house, about 10 feet away from our backyard. They'll talk to anyone. They're just looking to have as much fun as they can. Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, and anything like that. Lily loves girly things. He said that since the disappearance, the children's mother has left to be with her family in another part of the province and has blocked him on social media. He said he wasn't sure what the little boy was wearing because he didn't see him before he left, but he said he saw Lily a few times as she poked her head through the bedroom doorway. Okay. I know they both took their boots, he said. Lily had her backpack, which was white with strawberries on it. So he seems to know more than the mother. He seems more involved. Okay, they were both doing drugs. My family knows them, they're drug addicts. The kids ran off while they killed them, you see. This is an issue. Alright, I'm going to continue to follow this very closely. Let's just hope they're found. Let today be the day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Good girl. She's a gorge. Okay, good girl.